Hello, hello, welcome to Algebra 1, release question number 55. It says, which of the following shows 9t squared plus 12t plus 4 factored completely? Now with the past two, the previous two that we've done, we did not have a number in front of the variable squared part right here. This time we do. I look at all these terms, there's nothing that will be factored out of, nothing that's a divisor of all of these terms. So I can't divide everything by 3 or 2 or anything like that. So I'm going to have to just try to factor this one as it is. The magic x, you can do a modified version of it. I think it's more, at least with a problem like this that we have here, it's almost more complicated than necessary in my opinion. There are some alternate ways to do these problems. You might want to ask your teacher if they have a clever way to do something like this, but for me, trial and error really works pretty well for problems like this. So what we really need to think of is, what are the factors of 9? What are the possible ways you can factor 9 out, the first coefficient, and what are the factors of 4, the last coefficient? And so we're going to try different combinations here and see which one works. And so I'm doing this as if these answer choices weren't even here. I don't even want to look at these right now because I want you to be able to solve these even if the answer choices weren't here. Could you fall back on these, FOIL these back out, and see which one actually equaled this thing to start? Yes, and we'll go back, or we'll fall back on that if need be, but we shouldn't have to do that here. So we know 1 times 9 would give you 9, the 9t squared part, and we know 3 times 3 would also give you 9. So we can try different combinations of these factors. It looks like everything's positive, and so I won't have to deal with any negatives. I feel like I shouldn't have to deal with any negatives. We have here 1 and 4 and 2 and 2. Now we could flip-flop the 1 and the 9 here and here, or put the 9 and the 1 here and here. Let's try the 9t and t combination first. So let's put 9t here first and just a single t, a 1t there. And so we multiply excuse me, we would multiply this times this, we would have 9t squared. Now what's going to happen though if I do the FOIL part, the outside and inside part? That's the key part here. So notice my trial and error method here in green. I'll show you what the outside and inside pieces will equal. If we don't get the right thing, if we don't get 12t when we put it all together, the outside and the inside pieces, we know we didn't get the right thing. We know we don't have the right factored form. And so what could go in here for the right combination to get you 4? Well, you could try a 1 and a 4 right here and right here. This would be just 1t, and that would be, this would be 36. There we go, 36t. Now if you put that together with that, do you get 12t like you thought you should? No, definitely not. So it's not that combination. We know that's not right. If we flip-flop these, let's try that quick. If we put those in the opposite spots that we had them in, this one was going to be a 4 now, and this one's going to be a 1. If we try that combination, we would get 4t here for the inside, and we'd get 9t for the outside. So much closer. 4t plus 9t, however, is not 12t, it's 13t. So it's not the right combination there either. And so you could try 2t and 2t here as well, or 2 and a 2 here and here as well, I should say. You'd have 2t and then you'd have 18t. That'd combine together to get 20t. So it looks like this is not the right way to go, to have the 9 and the t there. So let's try 3 and 3 instead. So we'll put a 3t here and a 3t here. And you could try 1 and 4, but that would give you 3t, and that would give you 12t. That'd be 15t. So if I tried 2 though, 2 here and 2 here, what's that going to give me? Let's find out. We've got 6t for the inside, and we've got 6t for the outside, and together 6t plus 6t would give you 12t that you wanted. So that one checks out. That's the right factoring for this one. But you look at your answer choices, none of them look quite like that. But remember, if you have something times itself, you can write it like this instead. It's the same thing as 3t plus 2 squared. Something times itself is that squared. And so this one, for number 55, should be choice A.